many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to TV8's Good Morning Vail for October 7th edition. Look at this. This is a live shot from Leadville, CMC up in Leadville, and you can see that there's a little bit of snowfall on those mountains back there, which has got me so excited this morning. I was a little bit struggling to just get my gears going this morning, and that snow, it brought it for me. I'm one of your hosts, Maddie Evans, alongside Kevin Shields. Good morning, Kevin.
Well, good morning, Maddie, and good morning, Vail. What a beautiful morning it was. The stars were out this morning.
It was a little bit
chilly.
Yeah, it was.
Hence the snow in the mountains in Leadville.
Guess how many days?
36?
Yep.
That was a good guess.
That was a great guess. Wow, I'm impressed. I think I said it, though, right before we went live.
I think so. I don't know, but I didn't remember. But, all right.
36 days. Until Vail Mountain opens. Yeah. I cannot wait. I'm so excited for my skis to be on my feet.
So do you have everything out, lined up? Have you done the wardrobe swap? Of course not. Not yet. That'll happen on day one.
Yeah. I will do all of my preparation on day one when I'm actually about to be in all of my ski stuff. Right. Except for I just had a shipment of clothing come with my mom from Utah that I left there last spring. And I was like, look at all of this long underwear I own. Yeah. Amazing.
It was like Christmas.
I was pulling it all out this morning, looking through it, and I was so happy. It was great.
Well, good. Do you know what today is my favorite day?
No, why?
Because it is National Bald and Free Day.
Bald and free.
It's a obscure holiday that should be rejoiced and embraced at the same time because it's so near and dear to my heart. I don't know why, but it is.
What should we do to celebrate for you?
I don't know. We'll think of something.
I mean, yeah, okay. I love that.
Last year you wanted to paint my head like an Easter egg.
I think that we should do a jack-o'-lantern on top this year.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think that would be really fun. Do some face painting on your head. Then you could have we could do a face on the back of your head so that you always have eyes in the back of your head too.
No. Not going to happen.
Kevin is not having my stuff this morning.
We've got a good show coming up. A lot to talk about today.
A lot to talk about. Last night was the second series of the Underground Sound series, so the second concert, Jade Bird. She was incredible. When I thought she was going to be a little bit more mellow, low-key, Lumineers-like music, I was thoroughly surprised by last night's concert. It was a little more rock and roll and a little grungy, and it was so fun.
Well, when we talked to Owen yesterday, he mentioned that she had played the night before in Moab and just rocked the house and was there till almost 1 o'clock in the morning playing and then drove up here to the mountains to see us.
I know, she was very silly, and she kept talking about the altitude sickness, and she was like, you guys understand I'm playing at 8,000 feet right now, and we were all like, yes, we live here, we do understand. And then she had the cutest little giggle. I wish I could imitate it, but I can't because it was just so cute.
And if you didn't get to go to the show, you've got to stream some of her music. She's an amazing talent and on the rise fast right now. So last night was a great night to see her in such the intimate location up in the Villar Center. But stream her, listen to her music. She is phenomenal.
Yeah, and if you get a chance to listen to her talk too, her accent is so heavy. She's from Wales.
Yeah.
So she's I just love her. I was like, okay, new woman crush right there. We're in love. Jade Bird, here it is.
What else do we have today? We've got Eagle County Library. And with the talk of all the cards that we need to get, the vaccine cards, a card that's just as important as your library card. A lot of people just don't have a library card anymore. So we're going to talk about the importance of that and how to get one.
And maybe you're running out of space on your bookshelf. That's me. Then it's important to have a library card because then you don't have to keep the books and find a place for them to live around your house.
Yeah.
I've got a lot. I've got a stack
You
under
do have
my
a lot of books.
bed right now that I'm just like, I'm sorry. It's not that I hate you or I'm neglecting you. I just don't have a home for you right now. Yeah.
Maybe we can do a book swap.
I would love that. I don't know if we read the same kind of books, though.
I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
We'll see. Another great person coming into the studio today is Barry Davis. He is a town council candidate for the town of Vail, which this is really important because every little voice that we get to make a vote and make a change and just make a statement here in our community can help drive the change. And right now we definitely need that change moving forward. So make sure that if you can register to vote for the town of Vail, that you get out there, you meet all 10 candidates. That's right, I said 10. This is crazy. And you make your vote because ballots are going to be mailed out tomorrow.
I already have one in my mailbox. And it is important to get out there and vote, especially on the local level. Those are the things, the policies that are going to drive us as a community. And at the end of the day, those are the things that are going to make the impact going up the ladder to the federal level. So get out there and make a big difference in your local community, your state, federal. It all goes hand in hand, but it starts here.
It does. It starts with us, which I think is really important for everyone to know. And I think that everyone last year got really involved in the federal election only because it was such a big deal and there were so many crazy things taking place that everyone should be registered to vote. But one more time, it's so easy. Just do it. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to take a look at that local weather forecast, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Eric Sundblad with Good Morning Vail here alongside Maddie Evans. As always, Maddie, we've been having a blast bringing everyone Good Morning Vail back into their lives, but something has been missing, Maddie. Something has been missing.
I'm so excited. The watch and wins. We're giving things away.
This was the favorite part of our show back in the day. We love to give away free prizes. In just a few short weeks, we are going to be back with more watch and wins.
Welcome to beautiful, sunny San Diego, known for its white sand beaches and amazing weather. I'm Stephanie J. This is the Opulent Minute. This gorgeous two-story home is located in La Jolla's exclusive Loa Hermosa. The spacious grand entry boasts a dramatic winding staircase to the upper level and opens to a gorgeous water view living room. Enjoy panoramic ocean and sunset views while relaxing to the sound of rolling waves from nearly every room of this incredible Mediterranean estate. I'm here with Mayumi, a massage therapist from To Go Spa. Tell us about the services you offer.
We go to your rental property and do the massage and nail services so you can enjoy your vacation time.
Book now at opulentvacations.com. Luxury accommodations just steps from Wind & Sea Beach. This is Southern California lifestyle at its finest. We'll see you next time on the Opulent Minute. Contact us today, opulentvacations.com.
Historic Deerfield is significant as a site because we're an important place in American history.
All but a few of the historic houses are on their original home lots. The original town plan from the 1670s is still in place. The town retains its original scale, and in many of the houses we have objects connected to Deerfield, the Connecticut River Valley, and New England. And all of this together helps to convey a deep sense of place.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. This is a beautiful shot of the Eagle County Airport. No snow in those mountains yet, but a beautiful sunrise to wake up to, and a little brisk as far as the temperatures go. As we look at what's going on today, 8 a.m. we're going to see a 31 degrees, High of 66 degrees on the Vail Mountain base. Little wind out of the east, 5 to 15 miles an hour, but nothing to really write home about. Going back into tonight, we're going to see those lows of 36. We saw some snow in the mountains there in Leadville when we bumped in. These are the temperatures that are going to be coming our way and create a little more of that white stuff that comes up in the mountains. Going and looking at that I-70 corridor, Eagle, still beautiful day. It's partly sunny, 70 degrees. Avon is 69, Vail 66, and over in Denver, we've got 78 degrees. But again, enjoy the last of what we've got right now because things are going to change. And as we bump in and we look at this 5-day forecast, we're going to see temperatures start to go down a little bit. 68 degrees on Friday, 57 on Saturday, Sunday, 55, 59, and 49. But look at the precipitation. That is what's going to bring some of that snow that Maddie gets so excited about into our mountains. So bundle up, and if you need to get some stuff done around the yard, blow out the sprinklers, do some of the things around the yard this weekend because chance of snow is moving in. Thank you.
Good morning, Vail.
My name's James, and I've been in the market for mortgages several times over the years, so I've gone through the process with different people. And when I met Andrea, she explained to me why my current loans were subpar and how she could get better loans with better rates.
If I had to describe Andrea in one word, I think I would use the word passionate. She is very passionate about what she does and getting the right solutions for her clients, and that made her an absolute pleasure to work with.
Hi, I'm Andrea Cox. You can reach me at 435-631-9262. Call me, text me, or you can reach me at my website, andreacoxmortgage.com.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
Historic Deerfield is significant as a site because we're an important place in American history.
All but a few of the historic houses are on their original home lots. The original town plan from the 1670s is still in place. The town retains its original scale, and in many of the houses we have objects connected to Deerfield, the Connecticut River Valley, and New England. And all of this together helps to convey a deep sense of place.
Our newest show covering so many great local sports, and one that they covered last week that was super busy, and honestly, it was brought to life with the fact that homecoming is right around the corner, is volleyball.
Volleyball in this county is huge. I tell you, they really get after it, and to go watch those ladies play is amazing.
It's incredible only because just the knees the slamming on the ground the ball
We have a lot of amazing athletes in the valley, but they get intense, and they're going after it.
So this week being homecoming week for some of the schools around our county has meant that the game hype has been ramped up as they're celebrating their homecoming games. Let's take a look at some volleyball with Eric and the Scoreboard.
Getting things kicked off for your Huskies. Look at that packed stadium, totally full of Huskies fans there on the home side, and the visitor side did not disappoint either. They also brought a ton of kids from Summit County to cheer on their Tigers. Tigers versus Huskies, who would win in that battle? Tiger or a Husky? Well, let's take a look. Getting things kicked off here. Huskies already up 2-0. There we go. Hallie. That was the name of this game. Every time she got back to serve, they would go on an incredible run. There's more points. They're now up 4-1 in the first set against Summit County with Hallie back there. There's a great volley. Nice, big, keeping the ball going. And boom, off of Summit and out. That's a point for your Huskies. They're up. Boom! 6-1 now. Hallie just decimating in serves. Summit would go on to score 13 points. And here we are on the 24th point for Battle Mountain. And that one, that's given to the Huskies. They won that set 25-13. Here we go, getting things off. Kicked off with the second set. Summit County already up 1-0. But don't you fret, Huskies fans. They would have an answer. Look at that. Great teamwork. Great volleys. Good long volleys back over to Summit County. But that was an error. That would go out. And that would get Battle Mountain their first point of the second set. Let's keep things going. That was a great block right there by Summit County, or rather by your Battle Mountain Huskies. Now things kicking off again with more long volleys. But that one would just sneak past Hallie. And here we go. We got Yari there serving. Now Battle Mountain later on in this second set up 23-13. Couple long volleys. Can Summit County handle this one? Up with another up. Nice little layup. And Lexi Barthuli bringing it home. Great spike, Lexi, for that 24th point. Let's watch Battle Mountain close it out now. Here in the second set, Summit would get a few more. Boom, spike to win. Second set in the books for your Huskies. Here we go on to the third set. Summit would go on a bit of a run to start things off, but then Hallie would get back to serve, and there we go. Summit County just could not handle her serve. They couldn't get things settled down enough to get it back to the Battle Mountain side. Hallie once again. This has been great to see this game. They just can't handle her serve game. The Huskies were getting all kinds of confident when Hallie was back there to serve. She was stacking up all kinds of points, and what a wonderful game this was on homecoming. Summit County would win, or rather Battle Mountain Huskies would win 3-0, and then the kids would break out the brooms for a sweep of this set. And then, you know what? I like the kids these days. They started singing a little Biz Markie, let's just be friends. I can't remember the exact name. They started singing some Biz Markie here to lay things off. And I wanted to catch up with Hallie Weaver after the game, get her thoughts on this incredible victory. Let's kick it over to her.
After an absolutely thrilling sweep of the Summit County Tigers, I wanted to take a moment to speak with Hallie Weaver, a senior from the Battle Mountain Huskies. Hallie, holy moly, congratulations on an incredible performance tonight.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think I lost track of the amount of points that you guys got while you were serving. Is that typically kind of your role on the team, to be the dominant server?
Honestly, no. I'm honestly the more of a consistent server, and I think that we all just talked and we were like, we just don't want any regrets throughout the season. Like we don't have the best record so far, but we did realize that our record doesn't define us. And everyone went out there with no regrets and just played their hardest.
Clearly, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's especially the third set, I think, was exemplary of your game. You got down a little bit, you didn't get defeated from it, you held strong, and then you got back there to serve, and I think it was 8 points in a row you guys got.
Yeah, I mean, I love this team so much. We're such a fun team. I mean, Like, this has been such a good senior season, even though the record doesn't show it so far. I think this week could be a big turning point for us, and I think this is a good start to the week.
I mean, you guys have faced a lot of challenges this year. Even trying to cover the games, it's been impossible to keep the schedule straight. A lot of home games have become away games. So it's been a mental kind of challenge. Do you think this is the momentum shifter leading into the later half of the season?
I think it is. I've never seen our team play like that. It was amazing.
You put on a heck of a show. The kids were all going crazy. Was it like homecoming energy that was doing it for you?
I don't think so. I think it was our own energy, and if anything, like, the crowd could have even like made us like nervous, but I don't think it made us like uncomfortable at all. I think we just rolled with it. But,
okay.
Yeah.
So you got Glenwood Springs coming up and then Palisade again, and those two teams in a prior kind of back-to-back gave you guys some trouble. Have you talked about strategies against them coming up?
Yeah, we lost to them, but I don't think it's really about strategy. I think it's just about playing our hardest and focusing on our game instead of the other team's game. And we already know how they play, and every single team in the league is beatable, including us. It just depends on who's willing to work the hardest and hit the floor the most.
Great mentality, absolutely wonderful. You're a wonderful leader, Hallie. Much appreciated for talking. Congratulations again. Crushed it out there. Stay tuned to the Scoreboard for plenty more on your Battle Mountain Huskies.
Good morning, Vail.
Beautiful sandy beaches and lush tropical gardens make San Diego the perfect destination for your next luxury getaway. I'm Stephanie J. This is the Opulent Minute. This home has amazing charm and style. You'll feel refreshed in this La Jolla Shores beauty. I'm here with Lauren, the owner of Pop-Up Picnic Co. Tell us about the services you offer.
We're a luxury picnic service. Our claim to fame is one-stop picnic experience that we bring throughout San Diego.
Book Pop-Up Picnic Co. through our concierge services page on opulentvacations.com. The open concept living and dining room easily flow to a comfortable and inviting deck. The enclosed and spacious yard provide plenty of room for outdoor entertainment, with easy access to some of the best shopping and dining San Diego has to offer. Whether it's relaxing on the property or enjoying fun activities at the beach, the Shores Retreat La Jolla has something for everyone. Thanks for watching the Opulent Minute. Book now at opulentvacations.com.
Historic Deerfield is significant as a site because we're an important place in American history.
All but a few of the historic houses are on their original home lots. The original town plan from the 1670s is still in place. The town retains its original scale, and in many of the houses we have objects connected to Deerfield, the Connecticut River Valley, and New England. And all of this together helps to convey a deep sense of place.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
My name's James, and I've been in the market for mortgages several times over the years, so I've gone through the process with different people. And when I met Andrea, she explained to me why my current loans were subpar and how she could get better loans with better rates.
If I had to describe Andrea in one word, I think I would use the word passionate. She is very passionate about what she does and getting the right solutions for her clients, and that made her an absolute pleasure to work with.
Hi, I'm Andrea Cox. You can reach me at 435-631-9262. Call me, text me, or you can reach me at my website, andreacoxmortgage.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Kevin and I were talking this morning that it's so important that you get out there, you register to vote, and you make your voice heard in your community. And so we've got a town council candidate, Barry Davis, here this morning. Good morning, Barry.
Good morning, Maddie. I thought I was here for a cooking demo. So
oh, man, the surprise.
I thought we were going to make the 5-alarm chili that we talked about.
Dang it.
It's Tuesday. Tuesday.
I was so excited.
Yeah.
When you said the 5-alarm chili, I was like, here we go, through the roof. Excitement.
We'll do it next time.
Next time.
Maddie, we were off camera and we were talking about the importance of local politics, where people can get involved and make a difference in their communities. And we're going to talk about registering you to vote.
Yeah, I'm going to come see you tonight at Two Arrows.
At Two Arrows tonight, there is a voter registration party and a Meet the Candidates. All the candidates have been invited. I hope they all show up. And the community's invited to come ask questions, get to know us, see people behaving in a real person situation, and get Maddie registered to vote. Go vote Colorado.gov.
That's the only reason to go, is to help me get registered to vote. I need all of the training wheels possible.
We'll do it from your phone right there at the event.
Perfect. I love it. Actually, Travis, who was here yesterday, helped me get it all set up on my phone. I just need to fill it out. I need the driver's license number. That's the only piece that I'm lacking.
We'll get you over the hump today.
All right, perfect. So we want to talk about some things, political things, not me getting registered to vote, other things besides that. And one of them is this new tax that's kind of coming to fruition that people can vote on, and maybe a lot of people don't know what it is.
Right, so you're talking about 2A, the Housing Initiative Tax. It's going to create a dedicated fund for housing. Housing is kind of the one thing everybody can agree on is a huge issue in this year's election. And in this year's climate, employers are really short for staff. It's just a tough time for people to find a place to live in Vail. And you were mentioning that's a struggle you're having as well. What 2A is going to do, and I'm in support of 2A, it's going to add a 0.5% tax to Vail's sales tax. And I think that still keeps Vail low for our competitive set. And that tax hasn't been raised in my lifetime. So I think we're due for a little bump. The best part is it's a dedicated source. So currently Vail does a lot with housing out of our general fund. The things that we do for the Indeed program, which is a great opportunity for locals to partner with the town to buy a home and get some down payment assistance from the town, it currently comes from our general fund. What 2A is going to do is create a pool of money that's dedicated just for housing, and the town can be really nimble with how they deploy those dollars. So they could partner with you to buy a house in Vail through the Indeed program, or if a great piece of a property came available in Minturn or Avon or Down Valley, the town of Vail could then acquire that land to build something like a Miller Ranch or a Chamonix neighborhood. 2A is, a lot of people bristle when they hear a tax. I don't think this tax is going to be very aggressive. It's not on groceries, so it's only on goods that people are going to buy in Vail. And think about it, if you and I went out and had some drinks or had some burgers and our bill was $100, this tax would add an extra nickel to the tab.
Which, I mean, is so minimal. And I feel like a lot of people, and especially younger demographic people, when they hear tax and more taxes, they're like, no, we're done. We're not going forward with this, which I think is something that maybe you need to hear out for the long-term effects, because this does have a great plan moving forward. And this is just one of the great things that you are representing. But also, why you? Why would you be a great candidate, Barry?
Well, I think it's important that we have, so Vail has a lot of different groups of people. And I think we need someone that can represent and communicate with all those groups. You need someone that can listen and understand and find common ground and make choices that are the best choices for Vail. I think it's important that I run because I am a parent of a small child. I have a first grader at Red Sandstone. Go Tigers. I am a small business owner. My wife and I have a small business. We live in a deed-restricted neighborhood. A lot of the issues that people are talking about abstractly aren't abstract for me. They're the same conversation I'm having with my peer group, my friends, at the dinner table. Childcare is a real issue for a lot of people in town, and it's real to me. It's real to my friends. Finding employees, finding a space to rent, finding employees that can find a place to live. These are the conversations that I'm having on a daily basis. I feel like I'd be able to serve my community by representing some of those voices.
Which I think is important, because I think that we've had a streamline of voices. And in your article that I was just reading, one of the things that you said that you wish Vail Town Council right now could do better was get going in the same direction once they made a decision.
Right. So our town council has always had great, robust discussion. I love it when our town council has a 5-2 vote on something. It means that our council's really working. You want people that are taking input from the community and having great discussion, really working on a solution before a vote. But once a vote has been made, it's time for our council to come together and pull in the same direction. There's that attitude of organizational integrity. Like, this is how you work as a team. You can fight like crazy for what you think is right before the vote, and after the vote, it's time to be on board.
Yeah, and get going so that
move forward as a unified front.
These changes can actually start taking place. And so what's your stance right now on the short-term rentals, as that's really a big issue for all of us here?
So short-term rentals is kind of a buzzword this year. In fact, I think it's kind of become the boogeyman, that everyone is able to kind of blame all of Vail's problem on short-term rentals. One of the great things our current town council did was they've deployed the money to organize a nexus study, and that's going on right now. So in the next 60 days, we should have some real data about how short-term rentals affect our community. Once we have that data and we can start making really educated decisions, we need to know exactly how many beds we're losing to short-term rentals. We need to realize how many of those beds would be luxury rentals that a guest might want, and what's really coming out of workforce housing. I think once we understand the problem and we're able to kind of understand all the layers of the cake that make up our STR problem, we can start coming up with some solutions. Right now, I personally believe that the barrier to entry for people that are managing short-term rentals is a little too easy. I think that we could probably, I think that our council could work to make it maybe more difficult or more cost, add some cost to running a short-term rental, and maybe start to do some things to incentivize people to take their short-term rentals that could be workforce housing and put those back into the pool so that we're able to get people who live and work here in those homes.
Amazing. I'm excited for all of this to move forward. I'm excited to see how you do in the election. I'm hoping that once this is all said and done, you come and join me regularly on the couch.
I'll come back. We'll make the 5-alarm chili, but I'm excited to see you get registered. So, and I'm sure Travis talked about this, and I don't want to steal. This is an opportunity for this to be one of the youngest elections in Vail's history. Typically, we have really low voter turnout. While we have a very passionate and engaged community, we've typically only seen, less than half of our population vote. Well, if anything great came from our last presidential election cycle, it was that a lot of young people got registered to vote. So now in the town of Vail, more than ever, the population under 35 is our biggest voting pool. So I feel in years past, a lot of the younger demographic has felt like they can't make a difference, they can't get involved. Well, this year, it's incorrect. You guys can make a difference. I'm running. Last year, I did not make council by I believe I lost by about 100 votes, let's say. 100 votes, if all the high fives and Facebook likes and friends I know that didn't get registered showed up, I'd be on town council. So, and if tell your friends, even if you don't want to vote for me, I hope you do, that you get registered, get active in your community. Because this is where we can all make a difference. This is where you can get involved. Local politics is what really affects our lives.
Yeah. We are so out of time.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you so much for coming. Make sure that you go to 2 Arrows tonight. That way you can meet all of the town council members, candidates, and so much more. Also, you can get registered to vote because Barry is hounding me. I've been being hounded to be registered to vote. Even though I am registered, I'm going to go double check and make sure that I'm registered in my community. Coming up next, we've got more Good Morning Vail, so stay tuned.
Good Morning Vail.
We're super excited about something that we're bringing you, Eric. TV8's got some new stuff happening.
It's amazing stuff, Maddie. Did you know that Eagle County has totally lacked any good high school sports coverage, essentially for the existence of the county? You've had great newspaper write-ups, but you haven't had any good film content, and that's where the Scoreboard comes into play. I will be at as many games as I possibly can throughout Eagle County. I'm going to be giving you SportsCenter-style highlights for these games and exclusive athlete interviews, and you get this lovely host coming on talking about sports as well. You really can't beat it. It's the Scoreboard. It premieres every Monday night at 6 p.m. and then on YouTube at 6 p.m. the following day. And you can always check us out at thescoreboardnation.com. You know what, Maddie? If you can't catch the score, you can always catch the scoreboard.
Freelance jobs are boosting the economy in many cities, and a new report shows growth in freelancing opportunities, especially in creative, tech, and professional fields. Today, Brent Messenger of Fiverr is joining us today to tell us all about this. Brent, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
What are the key findings from the Freelance Economic Impact Report?
Yeah, so this is the fourth year we've done this, and we looked at the size and the growth of the skilled freelance population in the U.S. and their earnings year over year. And we looked at the top 30 cities across the country by analyzing over 20 million tax returns. The real top line here is that there are about 6.1 million freelancers doing this work in the top 30 cities, and they earned $154 billion in 2020.
What is attractive about freelancing?
I think for a lot of people, there are a lot of different reasons why people might freelance. I think, for some people, they like the flexibility. They like to be their own boss. I think for others, they found that they can do it in a location that they like because of platforms like Fiverr. They can work from anywhere they want. Some people are transitioning careers, trying something new, and others are supplementing income. So the range of reasons for people trying freelancing is really quite varied.
What defines skilled freelancers?
Yeah, so what we're talking about here are people who perform knowledge-based, they perform knowledge-based labor, and they have specialized skills. So we're talking about people like graphic designers, but even consultants and attorneys and tech people who do programming. So it's a wide range of people, but it's specialized skills.
And what fields are attracting the most freelancers right now?
It depends, actually. That was kind of the fun of looking at the top 30 cities, is that in certain cities, certain types do better than others. So for example, in Los Angeles, you might not be surprised to learn that there are more creative workers there. But in a place like Chicago, there are more professional services happening there. So it really depends on the market.
And where are the hottest, areas, some of the other places where freelancers are really being attracted and a great place for them to live and be?
Yeah, well, one of the things we learned was that freelancers are moving to warmer climates. We saw Miami edge out Chicago this year for the first time. And we also have 3 cities in Florida in our top 5 fastest growing. So warmer climates is definitely something that appeals to people. But beyond that, we're finding that people are moving to places where there's good broadband access. So 92% of respondents in our survey said that that's what they were looking for, high-speed internet. And then this is a great one. 77% said they wanted to work someplace where there were friendly people. So if you have good infrastructure and friendly people, you can pretty much expect that you'll have freelance workers working from there.
And how important is a platform to connect freelancers with opportunities?
Yeah, so in our survey, about 41% said that they think that a platform is incredibly important, and that number continues to grow as well. People use the platform to help them find work, but also to handle a financial transaction and any sort of disputes or anything that might come up. So having a platform really is a great way to freelance, and more people are taking advantage of them.
And where can we get more information?
Yeah, so Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com, and you can find the economic impact report at Fiverr.com/freelance-impact.
Well, thank you, Brent, for taking the time with us today. I appreciate this information about freelancers, what skills are defining them, where they're going, what they need, all the things. So we appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Good morning, Vail.
My name's James, and I've been in the market for mortgages several times over the years, so I've gone through the process with different people. And when I met Andrea, she explained to me why my current loans were subpar and how she could get better loans with better rates.
If I had to describe Andrea in one word, I think I would use the word passionate. She is very passionate about what she does and getting the right solutions for her clients, and that made her an absolute pleasure to work with.
Hi, I'm Andrea Cox. You can reach me at 435-631-9262. call me, text me, or you can reach me at my website, andreacoxmortgage.com.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
Each week on Finding the Good Life, we'll chat with experts that will empower you to lead a healthier life. You'll hear from people with life-changing stories that will inspire you, and we'll take a closer look at what's happening in health and wellness now, so we can make better choices for ourselves and for our families. Journey with me to Finding the Good Life.
Historic Deerfield is significant as a site because we're an important place in American history.
All but a few of the historic houses are on their original home lots. The original town plan from the 1670s is still in place. The town retains its original scale. And in many of the houses, we have objects connected to Deerfield, the Connecticut River Valley, and New England. And all of this together helps to convey a deep sense of place.
This is a live shot of Lion's Head first thing this morning, and you can see that maybe it looks like there's a little bit of frost on that grass up at that higher elevation. Those trees are definitely starting to change, and now those leaves are starting to fall. So we are going to make our way through fall. We are in a burr month, October, where the temperatures are a little bit chillier, and we are 36 days away from Vail Mountain opening. First thing this morning, those temperatures cooler. For sure, 31 degrees around 8 a.m., a high of 66 degrees today. So if you are getting out there, just make sure that you've got your layers with you and you're nice and bundled. As we take a look ahead into this evening tonight, that low is 36 degrees. So as we start to see these temperatures cool down, you just need to be cautious of that freeze warning. Unhook your hoses if they are still attached to your house. You don't want any pipes to freeze. Maybe if your house doesn't have the best insulation, just leave a small drop happening where it can land into a cup. And then I always fill a cup and then put it in my dog's water as I let that little drip happen. We are seeing that sunset earlier and earlier. 6:39 is when it's going down. So our days are definitely shorter and our nights are definitely longer, meaning that winter is right around the corner. As we take a look at that I-70 corridor, temperatures down in Denver, still nice and warm, 78 degrees, a little bit of cloud coverage, but they always see quite a bit of sunshine down there. 66 in Vail, 69 in Avon, and then 70 in Eagle. So both out to the east and to the west of us, those temperatures are just slightly warmer. As we take a look into the next 5 days, I just want everyone to stop and look at this right here. There's a chance of snowfall on Sunday. I cannot wait. We are expecting a chance of precipitation tomorrow, 25% chance of moisture, 60 on Saturday, 50 on Sunday. And you can see that these temperatures are starting to get super low down here, which that's what's going to help us get that snow into the forecast. By Tuesday, we are expecting maybe a little bit more snow, so I'm going to keep doing my snow dance. I think that we started saying at the beginning of the summer that if you flush ice cubes down the toilet, that Mother Nature hears you and precipitation comes our way. So I'm going to start flushing an ice cube down my toilet every morning and every night to bring in that snow, because that 36 days is going to be here before we know it. Now we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more Good Morning Vail.
Good Morning Vail.
For fun an adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake!
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to more Good Morning Vail. I'm here with Tegan Davis at the Eagle County Library, and we're sitting here just laughing about some stuff, but we've got very important things to talk about because with all the discussions about vaccination cards and voter registration cards, there's another card that is just as important as all that, and that's your library card.
It is.
So let's hear about that.
All right, so anyone can get a library card at the Eagle Valley Library District. So if you're a tourist, if you're just here seasonally, if you're a resident, if you're a child, if you're a teen, you can come in. Anybody and everyone will give a library card to. It's not that hard. We actually, per the coronavirus, we kind of went back. It was kind of nice to go over policies and procedures, and we made it even easier to get a library card. So you just need, if you come in that day, with a photo ID, you will walk away with a library card. So we have a temporary library card, and we also just have a 2-year library card. Every 2 years, we just check your information to make sure that it's current.
Nice.
Yeah, and so if you come in with a photo ID, you will walk out with a library card and stuff.
No shot, no Band-Aids.
Nope.
Just walk out with your card.
Well, yeah, card and the things you want.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, talking about COVID a little bit, how did last year with COVID, how'd that affect the library and people coming in and the book reading? Because I would imagine there's a lot of people with time on their hands that wanted to maybe get some reading done. So
that is a fantastic question. So we closed for one day, and it was March 17th, essentially to prep ourselves for curbside. Coincidentally enough, we had been working on curbside before we had before everything shut down, because we have patrons with mobility issues, and some of our curbs are really far away, and so walking to the front door can be a struggle. So we're working on ways that we could help some of our patrons with mobility issues, like what does it look like when we bring the books out? And then COVID hit, and we're like, all right, let's try.
Nice.
So we prepped, and then we opened, and then people were able to do curbside. And I think we started opening we opened it up for computer reservations. So people needed to get their taxes done. They needed to fill out unemployment. We had hotspots. We had Chromebooks that you could check out. And then we opened up our computers on a reservation system so that people could come in and we'd sanitize everything. And then they could hop on the computer, get whatever they needed done. And then eventually we opened it up to the library to have some people come in during appointments, and then once we're just following the county orders.
Right.
And then once they allowed us to have more people in, then of course more people could come in. So we saw a spike in our ebook usage because everyone was online reading books, and then we did a ton of curbside. So people, had some time and maybe were trying to tackle some of those books that they hadn't gotten to yet.
Well, that is phenomenal. Now, I had no idea you could check out Chromebooks.
Yes. So you can check out Chromebooks and hotspots. So if you have spotty Wi-Fi, we have some Wi-Fi that you can check out, and then Chromebooks as well. So if you don't have a computer or you just need to be a little bit more mobile, you can check out a Chromebook at the library.
Well, that is a very neat thing. Sounds like something you should win an award for. The coolest stuff you can check out.
We got some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
But speaking about awards,
yeah.
There's some award stuff.
There is some award stuff coming up. So because of COVID, we couldn't do Nyman Walker last year. So we do our Nyman Walker Award is happening October 17th at 1 o'clock at the Eagle Public Library. Sorry, 1:30 at the Eagle Public Library.
Okay.
And it is an award for those who help preserve history in Eagle County. So we have two winners this year. We have Ray Benton. She was the previous president of Local History, the Local History Society. And then we got Sylvan Lake State Park because they've been doing a ton of work to preserve some of those old cabins in the schoolhouse up there.
They have done a lot of work.
Yes.
I was up there a couple weeks ago, and it's amazing. It looks beautiful, but there's a lot of hard work going into it.
Yes, there is, and thankfully none of it burns, so we're all good.
And how many people are you expecting to come in for the walk?
Oh, for the walker, we get over 70, 90 people, so it is quite the showing. So it's a fun celebration. We actually won an award for this award from the governor like a few years back, so it's as a community event, so it's really fun, and it's a good chance to get some history in. We have Flint Whitlock. He's going to be a presenter, and he is a historian for the 10th Mountain Division, an award-winning historian, and he's written a ton about the 10th Mountain, so he's going to be talking about that.
And that is a lot of history that really created what Vail Mountain is today.
Yeah.
So that is incredible.
Yeah, so it should be a good afternoon, and then of course we have some treats.
Now, you've got a lot of cool things happening at the library. How is someone going to find out? Is there a website they can go to?
There is, and always you can come in and ask us.
Okay.
So it's evld.org.
evld.org.
Yes.
To find out all the cool things. It looks like from the information on the screen, there's teen nights, there's children book reading. Yeah. Do you facilitate that?
No.
Okay. Meet Libby.
Meet Libby, yeah. She's our online girl, so if you want to download some books, that's the app you need.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then the walk is October 17th, 1:30 to 3:30.
At the Eagle Public Library.
Eagle Public Library.
Yes.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you for coming in and sharing all this information, Kagan.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Well, we'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
I'm Tyne Morgan, host of U.S. Farm Report, a weekend tradition since 1975. I invite you to join us each week as we shine a light on agriculture today and the great way of life that can only be found in rural America. Our team travels the roads less taken to give you a unique perspective on an industry that is rooted in incredible diversity. Come along for the ride as we showcase how farming and ranching isn't just a profession, it's a way of life.
Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
Good morning, Vail.
What a quick show.
That was a quick show.
I say it every day. I'm always like, that hour, it's just like we blinked and it was over.
But it was a lot of really cool stuff. Tonight, go out to Two Arrows.
It's important, and I think it's really cool that this is an opportunity to meet all of the candidates, only because there's 10 of them. So there's so many unique perspectives being brought to our election this year that I think it's really cool that people get out there and get to know these fabulous members of our community. And some of them are ranging. Like, we've got people that have lived in the Valley for 70 plus years to maybe 12 years and vice versa, and just it's such an eclectic group of humans.
Yeah, and it's very, very important to get out and vote, but it's even more important to do your research before you vote, so you know what's in all the different things that are up to be voted in on the ballot.
Like that 2A tax, I think that one is something that maybe sounds scary and yes, is intimidating, but it's not affecting things like your daily grocery purchases or certain things like that you would be worried that the tax increase would affect your day-to-day life. And so I think it's important that you go and you read about it and you ask questions, and there's nothing that you could do better than ask a billion questions. I know that that's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, and let the candidates give their interpretation of how certain things. It was interesting to hear about the tax law and where that money is going to go and how it's allocated and how it will affect all of us here in the Valley when it comes to housing.
Yeah, and that deed restriction program is something that is absolutely incredible for our working locals here. And so that's something that maybe you didn't know about. And I mean, I didn't really know about it until the election started, and we started talking about it pretty frequently here on Good Morning Vail. And now I'm like, okay, wow, so if I start saving this much money and I get this big of my own personal down payment, then by this time I can get this amount of help to help me own a home here in the Vail Valley.
Yeah. And then Tegan coming in talking about the library card. I'm guilty. I don't have my library card. I had one at one time.
I'm guilty too.
Need to go get that renewed. And the things that they do at the library. I mean, a lot of neat activities for teens, for kids. Check out Chromebooks and everything else. It's amazing what they've got going on. So make sure you check out their website for all the cool things happening at the library.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much in our community and so much that makes our community our perfect little community. Yeah. And when I say perfect, I mean, like, everyone always thinks Vail and they're like, nah, you live in Vail, like, whatever. But we live in Vail, and how lucky are we? It's the most beautiful place on earth. I'm not kidding when I say that. And we have the most incredible community, from places like, the library, to our Salvation Army, to some of the amazing nonprofits that take place throughout our valley. One of my personal favorites is Vail Symposium, and they still have events taking place, so people need to be up on their event schedule right now.
They do. And we've also got homecomings starting to happen. And the kids didn't get to go last year, a lot of restrictions, and this year there's homecomings. I have a good friend of mine, Jenna. I got to take her son out. We bought a nice outfit so he can go with his girlfriend to homecoming. Aww. Dominic is going to look sharp. And so with homecoming, go out, have a great time. Be safe, but enjoy, because you got put off a year, so enjoy the homecoming.
Aw, it's so cute. I love homecoming. I'm such a sucker for anything like that I can't wait for all of these kids to get out there and have a great weekend.
Yeah. It's going to be a good time.
It's going to be a great time. And there's snow in our forecast. I can't believe it. Not just one day of snow, but 2 days of snow.
That's something we're going to have to keep an eye on, because it looks like it may be backing up for a couple days. So you could get exactly what you want. Flush those ice cubes down the toilet.
Every day. Ice cubes down the toilet. Here are the superstitions. Okay, ice cubes down the toilet. Pajamas inside out. Spoons under your pillow. Boom. Bring in the snowfall. Everyone, go out. Do that. Happy Thursday. Get out there and enjoy that sunshine that we are expected to see today.
Coming up right now, one airline gets the heftiest fine ever for leaving passengers stranded on the runway.
Also coming up, a FedEx delivery guy just showed us the best way to talk yourself out of